Hey, I just need to make this quick video about resistance because I have been reading your comments, I have been reading your emails. It's insane sometimes. You have all the techniques in the world, but sometimes what you actually need is to look inside and actually realize why you're not doing things, why you're not completing things, why are your projects only 90% done, and then you can't get that 10% push at the end just to finish it off and getting your product out there and launching it and doing it. And it's like, it could be a lot. There could be a lot of like reasons in your life. That's why you're not pursuing with your goals, and that's why you're not going forward and finishing that last 10% of the project, because you're just like, I just can't do it. You're feeling resistance. There's some kind of resistance. There's something there. That comes down to limiting beliefs. Let me just explain to you my limiting belief, which was at the beginning, like I used to feel really guilty. Like I would feel guilty to have more money than everybody else. And it didn't make sense, because it's like, obviously I could help more people. Obviously I could donate to more charities. I could help people in my family. You know, like you don't have to help the whole entire world. First you have to help yourself, because if you have nothing, you can't help anybody else. First, you have to help yourself, okay? If I'm helping people around me and stuff, that's cool, and I feel good about that, but it was weird. It was almost like, I shouldn't have all this money all to myself. Like, I should spread it out. I should help people, you know, like, I'm donating to, like, animal charities and, like, orangutans, and I'm like, oh my God, palm oil. There was all this stuff, and I started to get concerned about like orangutans around the world, and they're getting killed in the Amazon, and the Amazon's getting deforested, and like I got into so much stuff because I was like, and like there's more and more and more people to help, and then you start to get overwhelmed at like how many people you have to help and how many organizations you have to help, and it gets like freaking crazy, and it all comes from guilt. Like that was my thing. And then at one point I just wanted to stop everything. I'm not doing anything anymore. I'm taking like a year off. I'm gonna go traveling for a year. And you know, sometimes that was the best thing that I ever did for myself, because then you get more ideas, you feel more, and you feel about doing something that's more aligned with you. And like, I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but you start feeling things more. What are you the most passionate about? And maybe there's a product that you would be more passionate about than another product, you know? And whether that's physical, a product like a pillow, you know, or a pillowcase, or maybe like you just love that. Like, I don't want to tell you my friend's idea, but she came up with like a super brilliant idea for like this sweater. Like when she was talking about it, her face lit up. She was really excited. She was like super passionate about it. And that's what you gotta find. You gotta find that passion. So if that's a blog about something that you actually like, and a product that you actually like, something that you would actually enjoy and use. Because if you won't use that product, and if you don't enjoy that product, and if you don't find that product useful, then how are other people supposed to find that product useful and enjoy that product? Do you know what I mean? It's important to actually really feel passionate about what you're doing, because otherwise, what's the point of doing it? What's the point of doing it if you're not passionate about it, if you don't love it, right? If that's what you enjoy, then that's what you enjoy, and you got to keep doing that. But if you're not enjoying it, then it might be time to pick either another business model or another product or another topic, because that's why sometimes like we feel resistance, because we're like, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I kind of want to do that. So the way you find what that is, the way you find it, the best thing to do is literally to sit quietly, try to inhale, exhale, do a little meditation, and then really just into the nothingness, ask yourself the question, what do I want to do? What product do I want to sell? What topic should I talk about? And you're going to get the answer. And it might not be the first time, might not be the second time, but keep doing that. A lot of people do that as a daily practice. I did it as a daily practice, where I just asked myself, what do I want to do now? What do I want? You know, and have your pen and paper handy, because you might get ideas that you have to write down right away. You're going to calm your mind, and you're going to see like what's actually going on in there. Okay, and the other thing that I needed to tell you about or to talk to you about is the limiting beliefs that we have. Like, so for me, that was guilt. I had some beliefs around guilt, like why should I have money, why should I have abundance and other people not? And that might be something that you're struggling with. So as an exercise, just sit down with your notebook and write down all the limiting beliefs that you possibly have, like everything, as in like money doesn't grow on trees, money is the root of all evil, stuff like that, because money isn't the root of all evil. I literally cannot watch TV anymore. I can't read the news. I don't want to. And because I know what's happening, I see it, but I don't want to get into it, and I don't want to get into that negative mindset, into that fear, and it's just the same thing repeated over and over again, right? So I think a better thing to do is to do what I'm doing and to focus on my business, because that's what I love. And I know that every single person that I help, they're gonna go and grow and achieve other things, and they're gonna go and help other people. Like, I know that. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so maybe for you that's something different, but for me that's what it is. So number one, limiting beliefs. Write down everything that you actually believe or hear or heard that might apply to you, you know, like all the negative stuff around money and abundance, and maybe that's something that you need to work on and change. So if you think money is the root of all evil, business people are selfish and just care about themselves or are dickheads, whatever it is, think about what it is for you and change it. You know what I mean? And the thing that got for me, and the thing that I keep repeating all the time, is nature. Look at nature and how abundant nature is. Like, the trees grow. You'll see like a sidewalk and you'll see like a little bit of a grass grow in the sidewalk. And that's because nature will always find a way. And we are nature. So we will always find a way. We will always find a way to grow and succeed no matter what. And even though other people try to bring us down, negativity, even like our own family sometimes, like, why are you doing that? Get a real job. Like, it happens. And that's when we have to really just think, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. You feel the fear and you know you're scared, and, you know, like even putting yourself out there, you know, it's scary. You know that people are going to criticize you. It's just going to happen. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And once you kind of come to terms with knowing that's going to happen, you know what? Just be okay with it. It's going to happen. People are going to say stuff. People are going to say stuff about your face, about your hair, about your clothes. People are going to say stuff about your background. They're going to say stuff about your voice, about the way you speak. They're going to say stuff. And that's too bad. Because guess what? If they're saying that stuff and if they're being critical of you and what you're doing, imagine how they must feel inside. So that's why I have a bit of compassion for people that are negative, because they must be going through some crazy shit themselves, right? Because they're so negative and horrible, and they're saying bad stuff. So if they're saying bad, negative things to you, they must feel really shit, and that sucks for them. But you can't let them get to you. Just be like, okay, yeah, moving on. And then, since in this class we learned a lot about outsourcing, guess what you could do? You could get someone to go through your comments, like say you're whatever, wherever you are online, like definitely on Facebook you could do it, on YouTube you could do it, on most social media platforms you could do it. You could get an assistant to just go through the negative comments and delete them, because you don't want none of that. You don't need to read that. It adds nothing to your life, does it? And then if you're not doing that, and if you're not getting out an assistant to help you, then fine. Ignore those comments. Delete, block. Block, delete. Done. Out of your mind. Be the ice queen or the ice king. The ice queen, you know? They're going to be negative to you. Don't talk to them. You know, you don't need that kind of people, those kind of people in your life. Even in your real life. You don't need to surround yourself with people that you don't resonate with on a deeper level, because those are the people that are going to influence your life. Those are the people that are going to affect your life in a deep way. Like if you're hanging around, like, and if it's your parents, that's my dad. He's not the most he's not the person that is the kindest person in the world, but he means well, you know, and I've accepted that. But many times I have to walk away. I'm just gonna walk away, just gonna move on from that, because that's just negative, yelling, toxic shit, and I don't want a part of that at all. So I walk away from it. And that's just it. And a lot of times, like when I was younger and living with my parents, it was sometimes really hard, like really hard. Like I have these dreams and I want to achieve this, but they're like, no, you got to do this and you got to do that. And like, why are you doing this? It's stupid. It's like, just let me live my life, Dad. You know, it's like, back off. I'm just going to move out and I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm probably not going to talk to you for a long time because of this. So, you know. And that's one thing to think of. Maybe sometimes we're being like that. Like that's actually one of my fears too. Like I'm afraid if I have a kid that I would be like that. Like I would try my hardest not to be, and I would catch myself if I am, but I know that we reenact the things that our parents do to us. And sometimes it's not to our kids, sometimes it's to our friends or, you know, other people. And we can't be like that because we know what's right. We know that we should be positive. We know that we should be happy. We know that we should catch ourselves thinking negative thoughts and changing those thoughts into positive thoughts, because they affect our lives. They actually really, really do. Like try it for a week just to be positive. You know, it's hard, but it gets easier over time. It gets easier. Just catch yourself and change it. It's important. Because yeah, limiting beliefs, definitely thinking the wrong thing. Like I saw it the other day. I was in an Uber and I was just chatting to him, and he said, oh, you know, it's hard to make money. It's hard to make money in this city. It's like, that's a really limiting belief. It's hard to make money in this city. I don't think it's hard to make money in this city. I don't think it's hard to make money anywhere in the world if you have the skills and the tools that you know that you could make sales, create a product, make sales, create another product. You could do that. But sometimes a limiting belief could be like, well, I show up too much online. You know, I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be on Snapchat and or on Instagram stories now, the new thing, Instagram stories, or I don't want to show up on social media too much and be annoying. Well, not everybody's going to hear your message otherwise. And maybe the same people will hear your message again and again, but that's okay because they're listening to it. So they're interested in what you have to say. So you can't just think, oh, I can't be showing up online every day, or, you know what I mean? Because even if it's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it's nothing. It's like such a small part of your day. And even if you do it every day, it's not that much of a big deal. You could still go enjoy your day. You could still go do yoga or CrossFit or whatever fitness thing you're into, go swimming. You could still enjoy your day. Just, you know, every day it's important to do something in the social media world, even if it's not you, even if you hire someone to do it, right? It's important to be there for your business. Your business, it has to be rolling in the background. So unless you set something up for your business to roll in the background of your life, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep showing up and doing it. It's a business. A business keeps on working even if you're not. So even if you take the day off, your business should still be working. We have these beliefs that hold us back, and then we think, oh no, like I don't feel like doing it today, I'm not gonna do it. And if that's you, you need to hire someone to help you. You need to. Otherwise you have to push through, pick yourself up off the ground. You're like, I know I don't want to do it, I'm freaking lazy, I don't want to get up, I don't want to get out of bed. And be like, okay, I acknowledge that I'm lazy, I acknowledge that I'm tired and don't want to do it today. And then pick yourself up and do it. Just do it. And then eventually you could hire an assistant and they would help you and they would take a big load off your work. But it's important to just keep going, keep trying. And if you're not where you want to be, and if you don't have the means right now to hire someone, you're going to have to be the one that does it. Even if that is every day, even if it is just a little bit every day, you got to keep on pushing yourself and keep on trying. and figure out why you're resisting so much and change it. And that's going to be a lot of inner work. Speaking of which, I actually just read a book called Mind Power, and it talks about just that. Well, it talks a lot about like the law of attraction, but it talks a lot about just being with yourself and just spending 20 minutes with yourself, meditating and figuring out what you want and figuring out, you know, what it is that's holding you back. You know, ask the question, what is it that you want? What is it that would fulfill you in your life? And do that. Just start doing that every day, a little bit every day. Good to have this little chat with you, and I'll talk to you later. See you soon. Bye.